Why do you think people not insist, but naturally just deviate or gravitate to games more so than just being like, hey, I like you, you like me, let's do something?
It's more fun.
Right?
I had a friend, right, basically submit some topics. And what Jay's basically alluding to is that this girl basically recently got out of a breakup, right? And she submitted our thing because she saw one of our older reels and she wanted to ask, she said, hey, let me submit this into you guys because she wants to get some advice on this, right?
Okay.
And it's basically exactly what Jay said. Jay, repeat it one more time.
And a lot of dating now, there's a lot of games like, oh, don't text them back too fast. That's one of the things people say, don't sound too eager. Oh, all these tricks, quote unquote, like all these games that people play. Why do people insist on playing those games? But when they say, I just don't want any BS or I don't want any bullshit when dating with someone, why can't they be straightforward? But they say that, but still want to play games.
Yes. Because she said, I'm a very straightforward person. When I miss somebody, I'll text them or I'll call them or I'll make time with them. But her friends are insisting, telling her, you shouldn't do that. You should play games and not be straightforward and hide your feelings. What are your thoughts as ladies?
I'm with the girl. What? Give me some answers because I'm literally was thinking about this the other day.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
hate
so. It makes no sense to me whatsoever.
I think it's, you like the attention and you like to see, what you can kind of pull that makes sense. And like some people like the thought of, having somebody wrapped around their finger and they just don't want to avoid confrontation and those kind of talks. So obviously those talks are never easy, but
Yeah, I understand
and
it.
it's definitely easier to
I
play
understand
games.
it for the girl. Like the girl likes the attention and stuff like that. So like I could see why the girl would play games only just because they are probably attracted to the fun in that for her. But I don't understand it for guys. I truly, truly don't. Like naturally men aren't very like attention seeking in that way, like in a sense of like like women there's women who like to be the center of the room. So you guys, we were talking about it earlier, but the girl surrounded by all the guys, she probably has all those guy friends because they give her like all this attention. But like most guys really aren't like that. Like, I mean, you guys don't definitely seem like it. And I can't really think of anyone off the top of my head. So if it's not the attention that they're after, then what exactly is it? Because it's like, I don't know how much longer can you do stuff like that? Like what the original statement of the question was, like, you like me or have an interest in me and you can clearly tell that I have an interest in you or I like you, then can we do something about it? Or like what really is like holding you off from that? Because it's like usually it's like I mean, like now that I'm like over 30, but like it's like now it's guys that are like older than me. So like what exactly?
You stop bullshitting what you're trying to say.
I'm confused,
Can
bro.
I tell
Give me
you-
confused.
I'm gonna give you straight up why guys and girls play games. It's not attention. Think about it, guys aren't playing games with a girl because of attention. They're playing games because they don't want to look too eager. Because yes, a woman likes attention, but attention from the man she likes. That's who a girl likes attention from. But if she gets too much attention, she's gonna be like, I get everyone's like that. They get too much attention. Like, hey, can you back up? I need some space. So that's why people do the games of, I'm giving you space, or I'm not hitting you up all the time, every single minute, and stuff like that. That's why they play those games. That's for guys, at least, so they don't give people too much attention. You don't want to seem too available, because once you're too available, it's like, whatever. He's already there.
I secretly think that when it comes, if a guy is too, it's also dependent on the woman too. I think some women actually like that. Some women who are very, very anxious actually want a guy that gives her a lot of attention. So it depends. It's not like a one size fits all.
Of course.
Yeah.
Right? But in general, I think that for women who aren't like that, if a guy's like always in your stuff, like you two, say that there's a guy you guys like right now and talking to, if he is always texting you, always in your ish, you're probably thinking in your mind, like, this man got nothing better to do with his life and he's freaking text me all single day, all day long. And now you're questioning, like, what are you even doing with your life? Right?
Yeah.
secretly, you don't want that. You don't want a guy who's like all up in your stuff if you are not an anxious person,
Yeah.
right? You want that guy to be doing something. You want him to have some type of like thing going on in his life, something.
Yeah. The
Yeah, I would
appropriate
get
amount of-
annoyed because
yeah.
it's like I'm busy or like if I'm working and I can't text immediately and it's just like one after another. Like
Also, to piggyback on why people play games, no one wants to be the person that cares more.
or
That's
like
a
admit
Yeah,
your
Big
that's
things.
true.
Yes, people don't want to be the first person to say I care more or say
ego.
yeah.
You know what's crazy? In every single relationship, somebody always cares more.
Facts.
In every single relationship, nobody wants to be the one that cares more, but there's always somebody that cares more. What do you think?
Yeah, I can alternate. Trade places.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
someone always cares more. At some,
Right.
it depend like if it's one time it's you or the other. At one point, there's always someone who cares more. What do you think, Christian, as a married man? What's your opinion on this?
I mean, personally, I never really played games, but I think I consider it more like a strategy when you are in the early stages of dating. Like you said, you don't want to seem too eager. And the funny thing is, you're both like your friends are telling you both the same thing. Like, oh, don't text him back, and like the guys friends are saying the same exact thing, right? So I mean, from that perspective, there are people who play games, and I think it's fucked up. Sorry for my language. But really, like, it comes down to like subconscious, like it's psychological, right? Like, nothing in life, everything in life that's worth something isn't easy. So you don't want everything to be like super easy. Then you don't value it as much.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I agree. I agree 100%. So, like I said, this girl, like I said, she's a very, very straightforward person, and she doesn't play games, but her friends are basically telling her she should play games. What do you guys think? Should she listen to them, or should she just be herself?
I think she should just be herself.
Be herself?
Yeah. Because if it's like if the guy is not appreciating her like straightforwardness, then I mean, what's she gonna do? Change? No, don't do that. So it's like then that guy just he doesn't appreciate it at all. Like anyway, so it's like
Oh.
why put forth so much if he's like and you can't dull yourself down, right? It's like it's not what we were talking about earlier. It's not genuine. You're not putting your like full self forward.
I would say that I feel most people start playing games. Or everyone plays games, even though I know you're like, don't play games. But in the end, relationships is a game because it's like otherwise a relationship isn't fun or the courtship isn't fun. That's why it's like the game. It's a game because it's fun, right? But everyone learns how to play that game through like success and failures. And most time, I don't know about all the guys here, but for me, when I was in high school, when I first got my phone with the text message, when I could text people, I'm blowing up everyone's phone. Like, oh yeah, blah, 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 blah. You feeling me? Blah, 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 blah. I'm getting shut down left and right. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, dang, I suck at this or something. Like, what is going on? Truthfully, I didn't suck at it. I just couldn't read signs. But anyway, but later on, you learn, oh, if I don't text someone, naturally, you just learn, well, if I'm not blowing up someone's spot all the time, then, you know, they're more likely to reciprocate or hang out with me. So it's just like an experience thing. The reason why people are like that is because they learn from their good experiences and they learn from their bad experiences. So they learn that, oh, that one time I was just stage 5 clinger, did not work out. So I'm gonna do the opposite. And that's just
Yeah.
how people end up the way they are.
They
Just like,
overcompensate.
yeah, they overcompensate. Just like you're like, oh, I'm tired of the BS. There might be one time in your life where you dealt with BS. You're like, oh, it was fun. And then you got burned. You're like, well, I don't want to deal with that BS ever again.
Yeah.
Yeah, bouncing off to our other topic earlier, like I used to play games like texting, like I didn't want to seem too desperate or like I didn't want to seem like I'm replying. Like if you texted me and I like reply back, I would feel like, oh my God, like I would feel like I'm not giving him space. I want to like text back hours later, then I would actually like forget. But that was my tactic. And now like if I get to your text, I'll just reply back. Like I don't read too much into that now.
Yeah, I don't read into it. I'm gonna text you back as soon as I see it if I want to.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna double text.
I genuinely
I'll
just,
triple
yeah,
text your
I
ass.
either will double text or I'll text back or
Yeah,
sometimes
I'll
I forget,
double
like, a week or
text you,
months later.
then Instagram message you on your story post, then comment on your reel.
You
I
basically
do
say,
really
I
on-
like you.
Yeah,
I like you.
I mean, it's just like it's to like what Jay was saying earlier. Like if you just like if you like the person, then like why can't you just like display your
should be
feelings?
like that.
But also, I think it's the other person's job because like, okay, let's say the person doesn't solidify their feelings and tell them that they like them, but it's almost like assumed, right? Like I'm not texting you all the time because like. I mean, maybe because I'm bored, but like,
I'm gonna say something.
Yeah.
I think it's because girls prefer to chase the guy.
yeah, kind of.
Want to
yeah.
expand on that?
Girls prefer it when they're chasing and not the other way around because it's like a not no gender roles here, but it's feminine for a guy to be the chaser.
Yeah.
I can see that. Yes.
All right. One, don't listen to Korean dramas and Hollywood, because those two have feminized men.
It's true love.
Well, also back in the day too, like in the 40s and 50s, like that's.
It's true love. K-dramas.
No, it is not. They have superpowers and stuff. Anyway, regardless.
I heard this thing once that it said that they did an analogy, and they said that 100 years ago, was it easier to date then or is it easier to date now? Right? They said that the difference now is that now men have to do more work to get a girl in general. You have to approach them. You have to do all this. You have to look good. All this, all that. 100 years ago, women would initiate. We talk about this. How do women shoot their shot? Women shoot their shot because they put themselves in positions to shoot their shot. Now it's becoming so blurred. Like the things that y'all do is so subtle now they can't even pick it up. Like most guys can't pick it up, right? Like, oh, I'm gonna add you on my close friends list. I'm gonna post a picture, not knowing you're the only motherfucker on my close friends list seeing this.
People
You know
do
what I'm talking
that?
about? Yeah. See, bro. No, I hear that so much. Like women will literally like if they're interested in a guy, they'll like put the guy that they like or the guys they like, right, in their close friend list and post a picture and see which one reply. Like that's their form of shoot shot. But back in the day, it's like I heard this analogy. Basically, a girl sees a guy that they like, she'll walk by them, she'll drop her handkerchief, knowing that a guy will pick it up and say, "Hey, you dropped your handkerchief," and that's how she initiated conversation.
I'm gonna start doing that.
Wait, hold on. The close friends thinks I'm shook. I'm about to do that.
I was getting to know this guy. It was new. And we were just texting back and forth. It was like back when I think close friends were new. And I was like, oh, let me just try this out. I like added him and I posted like a gym picture. But then that was it. He didn't say anything. I was like, okay, that was dumb. And then now I just use my close friends just for stupid shit. Like
Yeah,
with
for
close
its-
friends.
Yeah.
A random question about close friends, because you're speaking on that subject, Jesse. Do you think it is a red flag if a girl has a boyfriend and puts other guys on her close friends list?
Ooh.
Depends on what she's posting.
Yeah.
Depends,
Yeah.
depends on who the close friends are.
Huh?
Depends who the guys are. Like if the guys are like like her like
Homeboys?
homies,
Yeah.
like she known for a long time. Like they got like probably if they got like girlfriends and they like whatever, it's cool.
What is she posting? Like,
Yeah.
Like,
I
only
think the
depends.
main thing
Like
is what she's
explicit
posting.
type of stuff or
Yeah.
like
No, it's
just
just like
dumb things.
just I guess they're like dumb things.
No, I don't think it's a red flag. It's heavily dependent on what she's posting,
Okay.
yeah.
for sure.
Like I said, I'm
Like
not. I'm
if it's
not
raunchy
judging.
stuff, then
Yeah.
Busting
you
it
know.
wide open. Just
Yeah.
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.